Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 91 of the First Star Challenge with Everton, and today we can book our spot in the semi-finals of the Champions League should we hang on to a 3-1 lead that we have against Monaco at home in the second leg, and we should be able to do that surely, although we did struggle a little bit in that game. And then we will, hopefully there'll be a semi-final draw for the Champions League, and then we will host Leicester, looking to continue our unbeaten season. We are 4 games away from being invincible, so hopefully we'll look to continue to do that. Now, not much has happened since last episode, as you can see. We have come straight back, so this let's just get straight into this. We are the favourites for this game. You can see we are 4-5 over. I'll just move on. This is the scouting report. Nothing's changed since last episode. Balanced, direct playing style. They still have a manager whose name I can't pronounce. The analysis report is still useless because that's not how they played against us last time. So let's have a look at the team that we're sending out. Let's worry about us. And this is it. Now, we are going to go with the DM this time because we definitely improved when we did that in the first game. So it's Lafont in goal. It's Timon, Stark, Felipe, and Milo as a back 4. Sander Berg comes in, number 6. It's Canete and Zamora in midfield. It's Rafinha and Richarlison. It's Schweinsteiger up top. We'll give him a start, but Terry Cook is waiting on the bench should he not perform. When you're paying a guy 225 grand a week, he's kind of got to start, doesn't he? So they have changed up the way they're playing for this one. So we'll see how we go here. I mean, really, we just need to almost look to hit them on the break. That's not how we're going to play, but that's essentially what we can do. It's going to have to be maybe an assertive. We can't allow complacency to step in this one. Yeah, I mean, 3-1 can change very, very quickly, can't it? We saw, we got that 3-1 lead very quickly in the first leg. So, yeah, we'll hopefully put in a good performance here. Like I say, at home. We have tended to be strong at home, so we should be fine. Now, I am recording this episode before the last one's gone out, so I don't know what everyone's sort of saying. It's Richarlison was tackled away regarding the changes we make. Sort of to the rules, I guess, for the save after this season. So I apologise I can't comment on that, but if you haven't already left your feedback, be sure to do so that we kind of get what the majority wants. Some more! I thought that was going in. How is he not? It must be a really good block. So I think the options, what was it? The first option was sort of no signings, so just academy players. Oh, and it's straight at the goalkeeper. Second one was the director of football, so that I signings and contract renewals get taken out of my hands with the veto of making sure players named after you guys stay. And the third was just nothing changes and we just ground football into a bloody pulp. So yeah, just make sure that you sort of have your say, I guess. So we can... Oh, it's off the bar, was it? Or the post. It was a decent snapshot there from Schweinsteiger after the deflected shot. Just kind of fell at his feet, didn't it? Let's give it a get creative. What I don't want to have happen here is players get suspended. Now, nobody was on a booking or sort of a booking away from a suspension. But Richarlison now being on a booking does make me wonder, should we take him off? Here we go with Schweinsteiger. He's got a chance to run at the back 4 now. He's run straight through them. Michael Schweinsteiger, that's a stunning finish. It's a really good run. That's what he can do as a deep lying forward, coming back and then just running at the defence. We can see he's got so much pace. He strolled straight through them. And look at that. He's picked that ball up inside his own half. Run straight through the middle of them, and then his finishing is just absolutely... I mean, you wouldn't see Selke doing that, would you? He would have just blasted that as hard as he could, and it would have been that ended up in the back of the net, smashed just broken the crossbar, or it would have probably sailed out and landed at Anfield. But there we go. Excellent stuff. That is a 4-1 lead on aggregate, 1-0 on the night, and they now need their 3 away goals to even get close to us here. They are still a decent team, so we do need to be a little bit wary of them. But I tell you what, at 4-1 on aggregate, if we don't make it from here, then we don't deserve to go through. So now sort of attention turns to the invincible season against Leicester at home. Again, Leicester are 7th. They are a decent team, but I'd like to think we can win that. We'll put out a strongish team. I'm not quite sure when the semi-finals are. If there's only a week break, then we'll need to favour the Champions League. But I think that we might have a gap in between, which would almost be worse because that means it'll sort of conflict with the Chelsea away, which is really our last major hurdle. Here goes Zamora. Can he turn? He's done okay there. He's kept possession. That's fine. Back to Zamora. That's a good ball for Timon down the side. It's there. It's Rafinha. Oh, it's a stunning save. How have we not scored? My fist, excuse me, was clenched. We were getting ready to celebrate, and somehow that stayed out. Rafinha's not having a great game. Let's go with demands more coming into the break here. Can we get a goal here? It's headed away. Canente down for Zamora. Back to Canente. We know he can shoot and score from anywhere. Richarlison turns into space, and there it is for Richarlison. 15th goal of the year for him, and that is 2-0 on the night. 5-1 on aggregate right before the break. And that is us in the semi-finals, almost for sure. You can never be 100% positive, can you? But, I mean, it's a bigger comeback now. That's a really good effort. It's curving around. It looked even better from behind the goal. Not even a Tottenham's comeback against Ajax would be enough for them here. They need to do more than that. So, there we go. That's sort of where we're at. Real Madrid, look at that, coming back against Manchester United. Is that away goal going to be the difference there, though? Because that was, 4-0 in the first leg. And, are they going to blow it? Are they going to blow it? Go on, choke Manchester United. You know you want to. We'll give it another assertive. Don't let your performance levels drop. Yeah, we don't need anybody doing anything silly here. We just need to keep our heads. Richarlison, don't get yourself sent off. We need you for the semi-final. I do wonder if we take him off for Lookman, actually. That might be the sensible thing to do. They're not... even if they do score 4 goals, it's not going to be Lookman's fault, is it? Playing up there at left wing. So let's maybe just do that. Let's just be a little bit sensible and protect Richarlison for the second, for the semi-final, I should say. Rafinha's having a surprisingly poor game. Yeah, not sure what to do about that. Here goes Canente. Berg is there, and it's sort of fluffed and then hacked away into touch for the Everton line-out. We'll give them some praise. I think they've earned that. Here goes Rafinha now. Kenny... Oh, he's just not having a good day, is he? That never got close. We don't really have another winger on the bench. Yeah, we don't really have an option. We had sort of one to cover both positions. But I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Like I say, he's not costing us the game or anything, so there's no need to take him off. Here we go with Zamora. I tell you what, let me know what you think in the comments. We're trying Zamora as an advanced playmaker in this one, with Canente at sort of his usual Mazzella role. I think that they've looked quite good playing like this. This time on, lofted ball to the back post, it's headed away, and again, Canente's there, it's fallen with Zamora, because they're both really good creative players. We have been using them as a deep-lying, Zamora as a deep-lying playmaker, and Canente sort of more as a Mazzella. Can we get a tackle in here? No, we can't, and that's actually quite a well-worked goal, to be fair to him. 2-1 on the night, 5-2 on aggregate. We'll just give out a concentrate, just make sure that we're not going to make this a nervy finish, but with 20 minutes to go, they would still need another 3 goals. If they were to score those 3 goals, they'd put us out, but that should be fine. But yeah, I think Zamora and Canente maybe look okay playing like this, and, oh, it's a good claim from their goalkeeper. Moreira, he was on loan at Aston Villa, wasn't he? Sort of first season in the game. Last season in real life. I think he was one of 17 goalkeepers Villa had last season. Unbelievable. He goes Schweinsteiger. Oh, what a response from Schweini. 15th goal of the year for him. A stunning through ball from Lionel Zamora, who I think may have just found his spot in the team here. The problem we have is that it's also the position of Sergio Gomez. We have so many good attacking players. I keep saying I love this team so much. The only problem I have with doing a sort of a director of football challenge is just watching a director of football destroy my well-built team here. But I've never built it. If you've watched the Aston Villa save as well, wait, we're a good team, but we're not this good. This is I just love the team that we've built here. What's his face on the right wing there? It's looking tired. Let's bring on Militao. Just rest Milo. Don't need him picking up an injury from fatigue. We'll throw out a late praise, but this has been just, 3-1 in each leg. Can we make it 4? There's a minute to go here. This is probably a highlight. It's headed away. Ramos back towards Schweinsteiger on a hat-trick, of course. Couldn't quite direct that header past the goalkeeper. Very difficult from that close range, though, wasn't it? Is this highlight going to continue, or are we just winding it down now into a end-of-game highlight? Zamora, what's he going to do here? Nice ball for Taimon. Back for Canente. Canente for Stark. It's looking a bit like an end-of-game highlight now, isn't it? Stark for Zamora. Zamora, that's a horrible pass. Horrible. You can see what he was trying to do. Not well executed. But there we go. That is us in the final 4 yet again. Well done, boys. That was a really good performance. 61% possession. Like I say, that was a decent... what do we say here? Don't get complacent. that was a decent Monaco team. By no means were they sort of easy beats. So there we go. Zamora, excellent stuff from him with his 2 assists. And now Manchester United did win their other semi-final, not on aggregate, not on the night, obviously. But guys, wait right there. We'll be back for a semi-final draw and then continue, hopefully, our run to being the Invincibles. Alright, welcome back to the semi-final draw. And I tell you what, it's all the northwest. I'm being able to think there for a second. Liverpool, Everton, Manchester City, and Manchester United as the final 4 in the Champions League. That's all a little bit boring, isn't it? Let's see who we get. I don't really have a preference, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. They're all English teams. Would we like to beat Liverpool over 2 legs or in the final? We're at home first against Manchester City. So that'll be interesting. They were second in the league. Manchester United, Liverpool. That will be a good semi-final, won't it? But there we go. It is Manchester City in the Champions League semi-final. May God have mercy on their souls. Okay, welcome back. We're about to host Leicester City in the league, and there's still a lot to play for here because we obviously still have the O, which is amazing, and if we win our last 4 games, we crack the 100-point mark, which would be absolutely incredible. So let's have a look here what we're up against in Leicester City. Stendel is the manager. His name sounds familiar. Barnsley is he at right now? Fair enough. Anyway, attacking mentality, standard playing style. If we look at the analysis report, that's what we're expecting them to play. They are a little bit all over the place here, though. You can see I don't really know what to make of that heat map, if I'm honest. There's their passing network and key passes. They'll pass from anywhere to anywhere, it looks like. So this is the team we're sending out. We're going as strong as we can while sort of resting players that are match fatigue. As I said, we do need to obviously prioritise the Champions League. So Lafont goes in goal. It's Gustavo, Stuart Taylor back from injury with Turpey and Kenny as a back 4. It's Davies and Canente in midfield. It's Bouvier, it's Vlasic, it's Bernard in behind Terry Cook. So they have changed things up, which is a little bit annoying. Now, you will notice there's a injury next to Vlasic, a little orange thing. It's a bruised knee, so he's fine. It's nothing too serious there. Encourage the players, give them a little bit of a boost. What do we want to say to this? I expect to win. I don't want to put pressure on them. Maybe a passionate do it for the fans. Where's the fans? There is no fans. Okay, so let's... I expect you to win them a game. I don't know. That just sounds like it's putting pressure on them. Why did I say that? Anyway, let's get out there. And of course, this could be one of Bernard's last starts at Goodison Park because, as we know, he's leaving us at the end of this year. He signed a contract to join Lazio for some silly reason. So yeah, it could be... we'll give him a send-off in his final home game, but it could be one of his last... could well be his last start. I think we only have one other game at Goodison after this in the league. So... yeah, it'll be sad to see Bernard go. As I said, I think it was the last episode before, it's probably time. 31, he's slowing down a little bit, but he has been... Vlasic has pounced. He's quick. He's got all of Goodison Park. Can he finish? Oh, it's a good save from their goalkeeper. Karius, is it? Returns to Liverpool and doesn't cover himself in shame this time. Canente with the corner in. It's headed away. Bouvier's there. Back to Canente. What's he got for us? There's a good header out again. And a Herrera. It's like a who's who of rubbish footballers, isn't it? Herrera's good. I don't know why I would say that. Vlasic. Just over the bar. I still can't believe Manchester United let Ander Herrera go on a free. That just strikes me as ridiculous. But anyway, what do I know? I'm not paying 100 and something million for Harry Maguire, am I? Alright, come on boys, come on. Let's get a goal here. I don't know what I want more, if I want to try and keep the O or get to 100. If it comes down to it, if it's like in a stick or twist moment, would I hang on to a 0-0 or do I want the 1-0? I want both, if I'm honest. Let's show some passion. Come on, boys. We're looking nervous. I'm not convinced. I didn't do a great job in that team talk. I think what we'll do now, because let's put pressure on them to win, I expect to win. What we'll do now is we'll just basically say they've been unlucky. Go out there and play with a little bit more luck. Oh, I don't want to tell the guys that are nervous that they haven't been good enough. So go with a little bit of passion for them. You're capable of making the difference. Everybody else, we're just going to tell them they're rubbish. Bit of a reaction there out of Gustavo, which is good. A little bit of a reaction out of John Joe as well. Lafont. I was tempted to not start Lafont in this one to give Michael Stevens a couple of games because he is potentially as good as Lafont. But again, I don't. I want to try and get, if not to the 100, then it certainly stay invincible. So we've done what we've done. There is a question here, I think. Do we change the way we're playing, maybe even formation-wise? But I think this should be fine. Get down this. We should be able to get overlaps down the sides of them. We'll give it a get created. They haven't created anything, which is a frustrating thing, isn't it? We do have options on the bench to change things, and I'm getting to the point now where we might need to look to do that. Tom Davies, and that's just past the post. Let's go attacking. Cook isn't having a good day, is he? Before we take him off, we'll try him as a poacher, because he has sort of players around him that will sort of feed him, I guess. We do have Aaron Hampson on the bench, so I'd like to give him a game if the players out there aren't doing the job. Another free kick. Canente, it's there. It's back post. It's Terry Cook. It's off the post. That is unlucky, but time has come, hasn't it? We need to change things up here. Who is not playing well? Vladic isn't playing well, so let's bring Gabe Wilson on for him. We'll stick Bernard through the middle as an attacking playmaker. What we can look to do then is play Canente as an advanced playmaker, and then keep Tom Davies as the... Let's send Davies box to box, maybe. Be a little bit more open, which is risky, but as I said, I do want to try and get the 100 points here if we at all can. Now, what we don't want to do is concede, obviously. Oh, it's outside the box. Almost positive it's outside the box. That's what can happen, isn't it? We might give it a concentrate after this. I think concentrate's probably fair. I don't necessarily think we need to demand more because we're dominating the game. We just need to keep our heads here and just concentrate and put one of our chances away. It is a little bit of a flashback, isn't it, to sort of earlier in the year where we had all the chances and we couldn't score. We just need to stick one away. Can we give it a concentrate, please, game? There it is there. Alright, we're going to have to pull the pin on Terry Cook, I think. Hasn't done it today. Do we look to go with a... I mean, there's no sense necessarily putting in a DM now, I don't think. Canente looks absolutely knackered, so let's bring on Zamora for him. That's our 3 subs, and we've just got to hope these guys now can find a goal from somewhere. Come on, boys, come on. Very attacking, very attacking. Is it going to happen? Here we go, Bernard from the corner. It's not a good corner. Oh, and there's still a minute to go here. There's still a minute to go. Gustavo wins the header. Is it going to come back the other way? Are we going to throw it all away? No, don't do it, boys. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, what a save from the font. He keeps the invincible season alive, even if it's not going to be 100 points for us. It's been a poor performance, really, hasn't it? We haven't been great. I think it was that the initial team talk was what I got wrong. It wasn't. I wanted to say do it for the fans, and I tried to go with passion. I should have just said it calmly and a passionate, we have faith or something. Zamora's nicked it, but we don't have time to go up the other end of the field, and the 100-point dream comes crashing down, but how have we not won that game? Oh, boys, come on. The invincible dream, it is still alive, but that, that wasn't good, boys. It really, really wasn't good. We failed to make chances pay, and oh, how we failed to make chances pay. 26 shots on goal. We've got to be winning that game. But anyway, that's it. Unfortunately, the 100-point dream is now over, but, we've won the league by so much. Do we really, really care that much? I want to be invincible now, though. That is definitely the dream. So that's it for today, though, guys. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. We did get through in the Champions League. A little bit of a shame at home area. It's Leicester. We should have won that game. But we'll be back next time for Chelsea away. They're second in the league. It is really the last big test because Huddersfield at home are rubbish and West Ham away should be doable. So this is probably, I'd say, our biggest test left to become invincible, and that is how we'll do next episode. And then it's the first leg of the Champions League semi-final at home to Manchester City. We beat them 4-3 up here somewhere, wasn't it, last time we played them? That was away from home. We beat them 6-0 at home. If we can do anything like that, I'll be very, very happy. But that's all for next time, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie and thank you so much for watching. Take care.